opinions expressed on the show are strictly those of the host and guests and do not reflect the opinions of LEP Productions and its affiliates. No topic off limits. No food challenge off limits. Join these three friends making Tuesday funny again. Find them on LEP Productions YouTube channel and Facebook page, and make sure to check out the live chat.
I don't think you need to put a billboard on yourself. Unless you got the hurt. I mean, if you got it, man, let people know so they don't come around.
Does that have an arrow point on it?
My days are all jacked up. Yesterday.
Are we on air? Is it Tuesday? Are we making Tuesday funny?
Good evening, everybody. We're back, and they're crazier than hell tonight. I don't know what's going to expect, but God knows we're going to have some fun. Jason, Joe, how the hell are you, crazy little turds?
What's up?
I don't know. I'm trying not to curse right at the moment.
Why?
I don't know. I'm trying to behave.
Fuck that.
Jason?
Yeah, there goes expensive checks.
Get the check.
47 seconds. 47 seconds in.
Leave it to Joe. Tell you what. Jason, how you doing this week, bub? Doing good? My little movie star?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. That was it was a long day, but it was a fun day, fun weekend.
That's what she said.
Got to do some filming with Rad Entertainment and on a movie called Idol Girl. It's actually going to be out and premiere December 18th. So you're going to get tired of seeing tags and please buy, please support, please get your DVD, all that stuff. So it's a good film.
What?
I got to play the asshole boss, Carl.
No. You an asshole? And I got to say something. This young man right here just said, can only watch for a bit. Got to be up at 5 a.m. Don't be a sissy. You're young. I'm old. I get up at 4:30 every day. Don't be a sissy and wuss out because I got to get up at 5 o'clock and I'm only in my 20s. God.
They don't make them like they used to. So
I know, John. I'm trying.
I was just gonna say, you know what? Some people take that beauty sleep. Like, you use that time for that beauty sleep. Jay, obviously you didn't.
No, hell no. I'm gonna get a better looking than this, and why don't I have to worry about sleep a lot? I don't think I like it anymore.
And you know what? I got to usually get up at 4 a.m. too, but that's just to pee to go back and lay down. But
oh no.
Do you see what I did after the comments from last week's show about names and why is it in big bold face and
yeah.
I put all mine in lowercase.
See, I was gonna do mine all in caps.
I did mine all in caps anyway, just so I could be. I'm in charge tonight. I'm running the boards. I'm producing. I'll be me.
You are always in charge, Jay. That's why we ride your coattails, bro. Take us to the
promised land. Too. Y'all better jump on and grab hold because I'm going to kick some shit up the ladder because I've gotten bored with all this restrictions and shit, and I don't think I can take it playing nice too much long. I'll wear my mask, but I'm going the fuck out and having some fun. I've had it.
Restrictions? What do you mean?
Oh, we're not. We got a curfew here in Ohio.
How's that working out?
It only comes out at 10. It only comes out at 10 p.m. and it travels all over till 5 a.m. and then it goes and lays down, and then everybody
get some sleep.
Yeah, it's and that's why I was making fun of the shit bigger and shit because that's all Teresa said. For people that work, curfew don't mean shit, especially people that work day shift or anything actually, because now right the way things are in the state, everything's closed down at 10 o'clock anyway, and so. There's nothing to do if you get off at 10 or 11 o'clock because everything's closed. So you go home. Curfew solved. If you work day shift, you get up at the butt crack of dawn. So at 10 o'clock, you're usually going to bed anyway. So you're already home. Curfew problem solved. If you work third shift, your shift's just started at 10, 11 o'clock. So you're already at work all night long when the curfew's going on. You don't get off till after the curfew's over with at 5 a.m. Curfew solved. So if anybody that's working doesn't give a shit about the curfew because we live by it anyway because we have to work.
Well, okay. Now do you guys have like a capacity restriction for like your businesses and stuff like that? Or
I think some of them do.
Yeah.
They have people. Well, they have people standing outside with tablets, and they count people going into different stores and things like that. I don't know exactly what the number is, but I'm sure that
I'm just
every
curious
business
because
has one.
my wife and I were talking about this the other day, and you got all these countries that are doing these lockdowns. You got all these states that are doing all these different restrictions and mandates and whatever, curfews and whatever.
Bullshit.
Wisconsin, in the county that I work in, obviously did the mask thing. They tried to do this capacity, no large gatherings, all this crap, right? Every time our governor puts that out, they take it to the court, and the court overrules it and says that you can't do that.
Well, and nobody's challenging it in Ohio. Nobody's throwing the money
And
down.
that's my question. Why is Wisconsin the only state of crybabies that are like, oh, that's
Well, it's not just that. Iowa said about a month and a half ago. It's like, we're done. We're not doing it anymore. We don't give a shit. There's not. We're
I think that's Idaho. I think I heard that too.
We're not doing it no more. We don't give a shit. And the federal government says, well, if you have a large outbreak, don't cry for us to help. I'm like, we're not going to.
Right?
People get sick. People get better, and some people die. It's the way life's always been. We're not doing it no more. We're done.
Trust me, I've been sick. I've been sick since Saturday morning. So
you look sick every day.
I think the real thing is if it actually showed that it helped, if these curfews and things actually showed that it helped and helped people not get sick, then I think a lot of people would. I just think that it's coming from
Jamie.
People aren't seeing it, so they're thinking more along the lines of you're trying to control me, you're trying to control my everyday routines, and I think a lot of people are getting tired of it.
Oh yeah, I'm past tired of it. Like I said, I'm gonna play by and
just wait.
I reiterated it several times. I will wear a mask in the places that I go in public, not because I want to, not because I feel that somebody's gonna bitch at me and tell me, ew, look, like somebody posted today, put your mask on, I'm gonna put my foot up your ass. I dare you to come by and put your foot up my ass. I'm not wearing my mask because I'm afraid of your confrontation. I'm wearing my mask because the people that work there are not making these decisions. And I'm not going to take it out on somebody that's in it. If I want to bitch to somebody about these masks, why don't I call the governor, write him a letter, send him an email or something like that? Don't take it out on somebody that's innocent, that's only doing what they have to do their damn job. That's a coward to me. When you attack the innocent over something that you're pissed off about, you're a coward. Go attack the person that you're mad at. Go talk to them. Go deal with that person. Don't attack the innocent. That's a chicken shit move.
Well, yeah.
See, Ohio finally did that.
Yeah. And
get overruled and go right back into 9 days revoke.
All I got to say is whatever it takes to slow this down, stop it, whatever.
It ain't going to.
You better do something because you know what? Come January, there's going to be a lot of people crying. That's all I'm going to say.
It's a virus. Name me one virus. Do all the Google search you want. Even go to the CDC things and WHO's thing. Show me one virus that they have a cure for. Show me one.
I agree with you, dude. This vaccine, this miracle vaccine that usually takes years to make a vaccine, but yet they've been able to do it in less than a year. I'm not standing in line for that shit.
But we also, they make this vaccine. We got vaccines for all the other influenzas and things like that, and yet people still get it and still die from it all the time. So the vaccine only makes you less acceptable to it, and have possibly, if you get it, to be less harmful to you.
And basically, it gives you the same symptoms. I was reading yesterday.
It doesn't cure you. It doesn't stop it. It doesn't do shit to it. It just makes your body to where you're more acceptable to it and don't get as bad of a case of it.
But the sheep believe that it does, and that's all that matters.
They better reread their shit. Look at Jason.
All I got to say,
you guys are getting in trouble.
All I got to say, there's going to be a lot of people crying next year.
There's people crying every year. Every year, every day.
I know, but you'll see.
If it's not COVID, it's politics. Or if it's not COVID and politics, it's religion. Somebody's crying about something all the time.
They are.
The way it is. That's just the way life is. Tough shit. Get over it. See, I haven't been sick. Worry about the vaccine. I'm not going to worry about the vaccine. I'm not, unless like Teresa, where she works for the hospital, she works for one of the big local hospitals, she'll have to take it. She's mandatory that she gets her flu shot every year or she doesn't have a job. So, yeah, Jason goes like, he's like, you guys are idiots. You're going to get yourselves in trouble, and I'm going to get involved with this. Next thing you guys will be talking about that Joe's video of the Hitler house and stuff. Feds be all up our ass again. Jason be had to write big checks.
No, I
Fuck the feds.
I think it's I think this we beat this title to death, man.
But that's not what we're talking tonight.
Nothing's going to change it. It's going to be the same thing, and until, like you say, Jay, the vaccine isn't gonna. It's not going to do anything. Just like we had the flu vaccine, people still get the flu. People still die from it. It's a horrible thing. This virus is horrible. It's affecting a lot of people. It's ultimately taking the lives of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how much longer we're going to talk about it. I mean, it's,
we're not.
It just keeps going and going and going and going and going, and it's every day is something new. Every day they change something else. I can't stand the fact that they're taking a lot of our freedoms away from us. And like Joe was saying, a lot of them are, fuck it, we ain't doing it no more. You can't make us. We're tired of this shit. And I do think that you're going to see a lot more of that coming with different states and around the country. They're just going to say, nah. We talked last week about the gyms. The gyms around here got together and said, no, if you mandate the gyms to shut down, we ain't shutting down. We've already done everything you've asked us to do. We've already dumped thousands of dollars into sanitizing and moving equipment and everything else. And this is our livelihood, And again, we've beat this. How do you keep Walmart and Kroger and everything else open, but Bob and Sandy Smith's fucking groceries got to fucking close? How does that work? This time around, leave Bob and Sandy Smith's grocery fucking store open and close fucking Walmart. See how long that fucking takes. It's all, to me, it's more control, and it's all to see how much they can get away with, how much they can do this, how much they can do that, and they're playing on something that's real. They're
how much pushback they'll get.
Right. And they're using something real. So at the end of the day, they can say, it's a fucking virus. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, you're right. And that's the thing that pisses me off, is they're using something real to see how far they can push. And that's been my stance from day one. I said from day one they were going to fucking try to do a vaccine and get the American people on this shit. And here we fucking are before the end of the year with a fucking vaccine that's coming out. Like Joe said, miraculously, we've got a vaccine that's 90% effective. No, my job, same thing. Hey, if you want it, sign up for it. Nope, not doing it. Not going to do it. So that's why I'm silent, because this shit just gets me so fucking wound up and so pissed off. And
then we won't miss our main topic for tonight.
Right.
Our main topic.
We got two main topics, because we said we were going to talk about the paranormal, and that just fucking runs right into this fucking bullshit. And then let's talk a little bit about insurance and how much they're fucking crooked and fucking cruel and shit to the average everyday fucking American.
Right there. But I did want to get into a little bit of our normal segments that we do. Does anybody have anything for useless facts of knowledge?
Fucking A, I do.
I do too.
Joe doesn't.
No.
Joe doesn't like that segment.
No, it just didn't even cross my mind today.
See? So answer this from someone famous wearing a mask to make a statement. Do you think it would have this much It wouldn't matter. I don't give a shit who wears a mask. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. I'm not a follower.
Yeah. Maybe they should put bullet holes on their shirts. Oh, that's been done.
We have them at work where you walk in and you stand, and it's like a little phone almost, and all it says is regular temperature, and it's almost like I don't know. It looks like a fucking phone. I don't even know how it regulates. I don't know. But if that's what you want me to do, that's what I'll do. And I'll wear my mask.
Yeah.
And I'll follow your guidelines, and I'll do all that until you start taking away my fucking rights. And once you start infringing on my rights, but that doesn't affect me.
But
you know what I mean? Like I said, I'll wear your mask. I'll wear it into restaurants. I'll wear it into your grocery stores. I have much respect for the everyday person that I don't know, that I walk past. I have respect for you. I'll do everything in my power to make you feel safe, to make everybody feel safe. But if I need to go do something at 10:30, I'm going to fucking do something at 10:30. I'm not sitting in my house going, oh, I can't because it's 10 o'clock and I can't leave my house. No, I'm going to go do my shit at 10:30. I'm going to fucking go and do it. And you can eat Marmite all fucking night long. Ugh.
That's my culinary with Couto tonight.
I don't have that.
Good. I'm the one going to suffer that. So, useless facts and lines. Let's get into this real quick. What's yours, Jason?
Did you know?
No, I didn't know.
I'm going to tell you.
That Joe's all leaning back and kicked back and chilling?
There will be around 280 million turkeys sold during the week leading up to this holiday.
Son of a bitch, that's a lot of dead birds.
280 million turkeys sold this week.
That's a lot of dead birds. A lot of dead birds.
That's
Did you know that, Joe?
Birds.
Did you know, Joe? Did you?
It's a lot of fucking turkey.
It's kind of funny too, because mine actually goes along with the holiday too. Did you know that burst our American bubble, that Thanksgiving was a quintessential American holiday? It's not actually American. It was first celebrated in Canada 40 years before it started in the United States.
So it started before the 1600s?
No, celebrating it. The first Thanksgiving was in the United States, but it was not celebrated until Lincoln. And he only started making it a holiday because the lady that wrote Mary Has a Little Lamb actually is the one that pushed for Lincoln to make it a national holiday, a federal holiday.
And then Roosevelt tried to push it up 2 weeks to help the
Christmas buying and stuff,
shopping and stuff, and everybody fucking hated it. And then they moved it back.
They referred to him as Hitler just about.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did a lot of fun fact searching. And do you know another fun fact? Has to do with turkey.
That Jamie says D's nuts.
It's close. It's close. And you guys will appreciate this because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I have to mention it. Did you know that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin's first meal in space after walking on the moon was foiled packets with roasted turkey? So see, even those guys ate fucking turkey after the
moonwalk.
Walked on the moon, they ate turkey.
Foil packet of roasted. Dehydrated.
I saw that. I'm like, oh hell.
So my only thing with this is I have 3 different sandwiches here that I was recommended by my friends in the UK. One is Marmite with butter. The other one is Marmite with peanut butter, and then a small smear of Marmite with cheese.
Now, when I just filmed this last weekend, one of the guys that was there said,
"Sure did."
He eats Marmite every day. And he said the Marmite and cheese is the way to go. He has them all the time.
Then I'll eat that last. Which one should I start with? Marmite and peanut butter?
Marmite and
butter.
Marmite and butter, because that's going to be absolutely disgusting.
And it's gotten cold, and the bread's gotten soggy, and it looks nasty. It looks like dog shit.
Looks like I wiped my ass with it.
Yeah, it does. It looks disgusting as hell. And it's not real butter. It's that nasty, like country crock.
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe you're eating.
We'll go ahead and I'll see how long I can go with this one, and then you guys
get to it,
because our topic tonight is paranormal. So, Joe, you kind of really been hitting on this one. Why don't you start out the conversation tonight? Don't be afraid. Stick your finger.
I didn't know where Jason was going with it.
Okay. I'll throw the cast out and get you to bite a little bit.
All right.
Here I go. Speaking of biting.
No.
Yeah. Now you got the salty taste in your mouth.
He likes the salty taste in his mouth.
Yeah, he does.
Don't let him fool you.
Here's my thing with the whole paranormal, and it's bugged me for a long time. And then I just, what's wrong, Jay?
It's not.
Marmite got your tongue?
Yeah, it's
not as you. It's not that bad.
No, it's bad. It's bad. I don't like it at all. It's. But you remember how it had that really heavy, pungent flavor?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Off a little bit with the butter. I imagine it's got more of a beefy flavor now, but still salty as shit.
you say beefy?
Yeah, like a beef flavor. Like you've taken a beef bouillon cube and just do it in your mouth. Or those
I've
beef
done
flavor
that.
packets from the ramen noodles and dumped in your face.
Ooh.
How salty and beefy, heavy beefy flavor like that. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Mm.
So Jamie just said, and I totally agree with Jamie, but I want to, since we're doing this whole paranormal talk, I really want to give Jamie and his wife Camille a shout out. Abnormal Paranormal Squad.
Hell yes.
Please check them out on Facebook. I mean, they do lives. They're investigating all over the place. Great group. Great husband and wife group. I met them for lunch when I was on my travels, and they have donated 80 backpacks for me to take back here to give to inner city youth and stuff like that. And that to me is what the paranormal is all about:
Wow.
is helping each other, giving back, and working well with the community. And like I said, they have 2 big trash bags full of backpacks to donate, to give back to the inner city youth around here. And they deserve all the kudos for that. And I can't thank you enough. We'll be handing those out, and it's all for the kids. It's all a great cause. And, they don't put that stuff out there. I'm putting it out there for them. They,
No, people like that don't ever talk about what they do. They just do it because it's the right thing to do.
They don't. But like I said, we're talking abnormal paranormal squad. Fantastic group.
We do a lot of different
stuff. Yeah. But I just want to again thank you personally for that donation, for the youth around this area, and it'll definitely go to a great cause. Marmite and peanut butter, huh?
Yep, that's peanut butter smeared over a smear of dog poop.
I don't think that one's going to be that bad.
No, I don't either.
You gotta
the Marmite. I like
yeah,
peanut butter, so
you got the peanut butter on there pretty good, so you should be okay with that one.
Or not.
You were wrong.
No.
That Marmite comes true big time over that.
Really?
Outpowers of peanut butter flavor.
I think we got to do something with a whole bunch of peas in it for Jay to talk, because I got to outpower the peanut butter and the. I got the peanut butter that Marmite.
Oh, that's terrible. It's better than the other one.
It's Marmite, for God's sakes! None of it's going to be any good.
Yeah.
Okay, so paranormal talk. This is the part that gets me the most. It gets me the most. And a lot of people fall into this, and just because you've been on an episode of something, just because you've had your 2 or 3 minutes on Paranormal 911, or I don't know, the 8,000
My ghost story
shows that are out there, and all that. First, I want to preface, good for you.
Yeah.
If you've been picked, right time, right place, right story, right group of people, and you were able to do that, fantastic. I think it's great that you got to be on network television. If that was your total drive and goal when you got in the paranormal, was to be on TV, and you did it, congratulations. I think it's great. I'm not downplaying that whatsoever. What I am downplaying, though, is the fact that just because you're on fucking TV doesn't make you any better of an investigator than said anybody in this chat room, anybody that's out there trying to do it. It doesn't give you a certificate of betterness because you've been on fucking TV. That's what pisses me off. I've been on an episode of so-and-so, so I know more about the fucking paranormal than you do. Bullshit. Just because you run an episode doesn't make you any more qualified, any more knowledgeable, any more anything than anybody else because you were on TV. And I get a lot of people that go, well, no, he's a great investigator. Oh, he is. Okay, well, I'd love to meet him and talk to him. Well, he's been on 2 episodes of this show. You lost me. Because if that's what you're basing, how this person is an investigator and he's the best out there because he or she has been on an episode, you lost me. If you're a good investigator, fantastic. I'd love to work with you. We'd love to work with you. But if your whole background justifying you're a great investigator or whatever is because you were 30 seconds on my fucking ghost story, I'm out. I'm out. And I hate that. I hate that it's become, well, you haven't been on a show. It's all, so you're really probably not that good. No, motherfucker, I didn't go that route. I didn't want to do that route. That's not what's important to me when I'm doing this. The camaraderie is what's important to me. Finding answers to questions that I have is important to me. Helping out a location is important to me. 2 minutes on the Sci-Fi Channel isn't that fucking important to me. And that really just bothers me when people judge and think about how good you are and base it strictly on have you been on a show or not. That's my bitch.
Well, I can tell you right now, just the some of the TV, and I won't say no names on air. I know some people that were on some big time shows. Again, not going to say who, that my experience led a little pay to play ghost hunt, right? Was there for the people. People were there for this person, right? And all they did was sit there and text message their girlfriend back and forth the whole investigation. So, yeah, like, and that wasn't even like a 30 seconds of fame. I mean, this was probably a good 2-3 season show. And so your little right to be on TV doesn't really mean much, at least not to me.
It doesn't make you a better
investigator. And it doesn't mean that you should get paid like $1,000 to do conventions just because you got to tell a story that the producers changed once you were there filming. Because I know that happens too, for a fact.
It happens a lot more than people will say.
It happens every time.
Oh, I've had people that, and I'll just say my ghost story. That was the big hype when it came out. Everyone was in this rat race to see if they can get on there, go to LA for a couple days, whatever. And that's awesome. I mean, cool. I mean, not that I'd really want to go to California, but figured if it's for free, fuck, I'll go for 3 days, let them wine and dine me. But then you got to sit there and you got to tell your story.
I mean,
and
McDonald's and Gobel?
What?
McDonald's and Gobel?
Whatever. But
it's free. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. You know, and then they turn around and change their story because, and I've heard that from multiple people that are
every person
and were personal friends of mine, that they were quite upset once it aired. So
every single one of them does that.
But you got to be on there for 3 minutes, so now you can charge conventions. Well, I need $1,000 plus airfare to go out there. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Like I said, good and good for you if that's what you wanted. Or like I said, some of it's right place, right time. Some of it's knowing somebody that can help you get there. And again, I'm not downplaying that.
No,
if you got your time on national TV,
absolutely. Oh, yeah. Be famous.
Have fun with it. Do your thing so you can put it on your banner that you did it, and that's great. But it doesn't make you a better investigator. It doesn't make you any better than anybody else trying to learn. You may be a little bit more knowledgeable about equipment. You may be a little bit more knowledgeable about some of the other aspects of it. But number one, there isn't any fucking professional in this field whatsoever. And I'll argue that fucking point until you can't argue it anymore. Because how are you a professional or an expert on shit we know hardly nothing about? It's impossible. You might be good at what you do. You might be well respected at what you do. You might be, I give kudos to the people that create new equipment thinking outside the box to do something different. Those are the people that intrigue me. Does it make you a better investigator than said Timmy down the line? No, it doesn't. It makes you more knowledgeable about some equipment. It makes you more knowledgeable. You know, you may bring a little bit more knowledge to the table, more experience than somebody just starting out. But it doesn't make you better just because you were 2 minutes on the fucking TV. And it just, like I said, I'm so
see that's where I
whole
differ
fucking thing.
when it comes to all that equipment. I'm not a fan.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if you're building equipment and you're thinking outside the box, if you're thinking about, well, what if we try to do this, or what if we try to do that, and you're building equipment and you're knowledgeable about it. I'm not knowledgeable about it. I couldn't put together a fucking lighting system right now to save my life. I wouldn't know the first thing about it. People that build lights and everything else and put together cool shit, I think it's great. Jay and I, when we've investigated, and Joe, when we were at all three of us together, I hardly ever use equipment anymore. Do we bring it? Sure. If other people are like, oh my God, I've never seen a REM pod. Here, take the REM pod. Turn it on and go sit and see if you can't get answers. We don't. The last one that Jay and I did together, just he and I, at 101, we sat in the basement with the lights out and we didn't have a piece of equipment. Because I'm trying to do more than just see if something lights up. I want to do more. I want to experience more. We're trying to take it.
Experience. That's what I want.
Yeah. And it's just, does that make me better than anybody else? Absolutely not.
No, because everyone has their different ways of going about it, you know. There's no rule book. There's no, you have to do it this way. And I don't know. I just, like, I had this my son and I, my youngest, Michael, wants to get into the paranormal field.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Bring it.
I looked right at him. It was just tonight before we went on. And I just looked at him and I said, you've heard all my stories. You've heard everything that goes on. I said, you really want to do this?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, but he's more on the spiritual side of it.
No, don't talk him out of it. Let him do his thing. Let him
experience. I know. And I told him, I said, Ben, I said,
he's got a support group. I'm on his side 1,000%.
I told him, I said, you know what? I told him I would help him with anything that I can. I'll take him to conventions, you know, whatever. I mean, I told him, I said, you just got to be careful who you bring into your circle. I said, because you will find dozens of people that will use you for a step stool. And when you can't get them any further, they throw you off to the side, find the next tier, you know.
And you know what? Jay says it perfectly, and he says it all the fucking time. If we're doing something together and your main goal is to get up here to the top, to get your couple of minutes of fame, to get on a TV show, and then that's it, let us help you get there.
Yep.
Let us help you.
I help them every chance I get. Because
then you're out of the way. You've come into this to get on a TV show so that you can say that you did it, and then you're done. So let us help you get you there. So then you're out of my way, so that we can continue to do the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's that point.
He says it all the time, and I fucking 100% agree. Let me help you get there. If that's all you want, if you're not here to learn, if you're not here to make friends, if you're not here for the camaraderie, if you're not here for the adventure and the experience and everything else, and to learn from each other and to get to know each other, and all you want is that little bit, man, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Have fun with it, and then go sit on the couch.
There's some people that we do know that's been on several episodes, and they are still the most down-to-earth, pleasant people to talk with. They're there to help anybody that will ask them a question. They support other people. They promote other people. They promote what other people are doing, where they're going to be. And then you get the ones that only, if it's not spotlight on them, they don't want to talk about it. Yep. They don't promote it. And those are the people, like Jason always says, here we go, quote each other. So if you surround yourself with good people, the good things are going to happen. And that's where we went through our fair share of ass hats. I have, you have, Jason has. People that's turned on us, stabbed us in the back, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're still here, and we've got a hell of a group of core people around us now. Are there going to be other people that's going to try it? Yeah. Are they going to get away with it? No, because instead of playing the game, the bullshit game, when we did the whole public fighting them and name calling that shit, we just kept our mouth shut, let them say what they want to. We kept working, kept doing our thing. They're gone. We're all still here. That speaks for itself. Your honor, your integrity, and your credibility means everything in this field. And when you continue to do the right thing and keep focusing on what you're doing and the people that you're doing it with, and not the naysayers and the bullshitters and the crybabies and all that thing, they can't break you. They can't stop you.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I've been attacked several times, and I keep telling people, and I've said it 1,000 times, I've said it 1 billion times more. The only thing that's ever going to take me out of the paranormal field is me. I'll leave when I'm goddamn good, well, and ready to. Not 1 second sooner, not 1 second later. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how you attack me, I don't give a shit. I'm not here for you. Eat my ass.
See, and what sucks is, thanks to you two, and I'll give you guys the credit for this one, the old me is back. So I welcome the attacks, because I'll call your ass out for everything. Yeah. So
Yeah. See, and
I know, I kind of tiptoed there in the start, but nah.
I don't know how to tiptoe.
Nah, my big fat ass is just stomping through.
I'm a bull in a China factory. I don't know how to tiptoe.
And I agree with Devin. Devin said the one piece of
EVP
equipment that is absolutely audio recorder. That is the one thing that I will rely on. I will use a lot of, but as for the other stuff, I just can't get into it. And number one, I'm not a big believer. Like, how do you know that's what you're capturing? But also you're too focused on watching lights light up. You're not paying attention to what's going on around you.
That's one reason we quit using so much equipment.
Yeah, you guys sit in a circle or whatever. You put this thing down on the floor in the middle, and you just sit there and stare at it and ask questions. And when it lights up, you're like, oh, no. And in the meantime, like a bookshelf is moving behind you, and you're just like, nope, it's not lighting up. We got to watch that.
That's why I absolutely love to marry people who have ability. You call them psychic, medium, sensitives.
I'll marry you. What?
Claire, whatever. I don't care. When you take people with those wonderful abilities and you marry that together with people who use the science side of it.
I thought he was proposing. I was like, okay. I got nothing to do this weekend.
All these years I've been getting the milk for free all this time, Cal.
Right? You trying to say I'm fat?
No, I just like the way I get it for free. But when you take those two and merge them together, and you get the chance to use that equipment to help validate what they're sensing or feeling, or vice versa, that is amazing to me. You want to be a tech guy, do your tech thing by all means. But you want to be
that's not me.
You want to be a spiritual sensitive and all that stuff, do your thing by all means. But when you put your egos down, quit thinking that, well, it's all about the abilities and it's all about the science. When you put those egos down, you realize that you're actually complementing one another and working in that direction. The evidence, the camaraderie, the energy, everything about the whole experience goes through the freaking roof, not only for just one or two people, but for everything involved and everyone involved, whether they're living or dead. It changes the whole dynamics of it, because the atmosphere and the vibe between the people working together is that trust. I don't have to worry about, like when I'm working with you guys, Joe says, I'm going to go do this. I don't have to fucking think about that. Jay says, I'm going to go take care of that. I don't have to think about it. I can focus on what I'm wanting to do and how we're going to work it together. And the job gets done on a very rounded thing, because one person can't cover everything.
Yeah.
So you get that trust and that camaraderie where you can depend on the other person to do their part and stuff like that. It is not able to be messed with. It can't. You cannot mess with that. People can try. They can't break that. You have that validation with one another, and you have each other's style and equipment to back up the other one and what they've experienced and what they've seen and what they've caught.
Listen to Jay talk. I'm so proud of the little monster I created.
And that's the key word in there is validation. You can start to validate what you're getting with multiple people.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when multiple things are happening together, and you have a sensitive or a psychic or whatever title you want to use, and the equipment that you have as well, or feelings. Could be somebody, with just feelings that they have, because I think everybody has some sort of sensitive ability. I mean, just trust yourself. And I mean, Jay was doing readings last night and was spot on. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to get that validation, as close to validation as you can. I guess.
Yeah.
By using those things together. And I like the group that I've now associated myself with, because there are no egos, man. There's nobody that's better than anybody else. There's nobody that's, we got to do it my way or no way. There's nobody like that in the circle of people that I talk to, and
there's
and
no
work with.
Investigator. There's none. All of us are just investigators. There's no, well, I'm the team leader, I'm the team founder. There is none of that. Even if you are, it doesn't matter. We don't throw that in there.
I think I made someone mad today. There's a guy that sent me a message that he's probably about an hour away from me. Sends me this, huh?
John said you want me to give him a reading.
Oh.
We can do that on the next time. It will be happening again.
He's like an hour away from me. He sends me this message and he's like, hi, Joe, I'm so-and-so, and I'm in the so-and-so area. And I see that you're into the paranormal stuff. And that's how I put the paranormal stuff. I just want to know if you wanted to join my group.
No, thank you.
And I messaged him back and I said, hey, so-and-so in the so-and-so area. Yeah, I kind of am into the paranormal stuff. I said, I'm really not looking to join a group at this time, but be willing to work with you anytime. Just let me know. I didn't hear nothing back.
Well, because you didn't want to join his group.
Yeah.
How dare you not jump in there and join in like that?
Sorry.
If anything else about the field that's got me, and I see it changing somewhat, not a lot, but somewhat. There for a long time, it seemed like the paranormal field was like the old wrestling circuits. This is the Southwest territory. This is the Northeast territory. This is the Central territory. And this is our area, man. You don't come in our area. These are our locations. You don't come to our location. This is motherfucker. It's a free country, and I'm a tax-paying citizen. That's
the shit you got to pay for anyway. So if I'm paying for it, I'm going.
I'm good where I damn well want to.
Got to pay to play.
That got me in a lot of trouble when we first really got involved, because I'm very outspoken. I'm very redneck, and I don't give a shit. Ain't nobody going to tell me where the hell I can and cannot go. I put my money down. I'll get where I want to go. Well, when you got there, then we got this evidence. And you can't discredit that. Well, see, now you just made it a fucking challenge, and I got
can't do what?
You can't discredit my evidence. We've captured this evidence here. Why don't you go in there and say that this isn't there? Well, now that you said that, now you maybe want to try.
Now I'm going to look for it.
Exactly, because now I'm thinking that you don't have something, you don't have something, and you're hoping to God that nobody points it out. If you have something and you got something, you put it out there and you stand by it, and even though people disagree with it, you stand with what you believe in until you're shown differently. I respect that, but don't come threatening like, well, you're not allowed to go there because I know you're just trying to mess up my evidence. Really? That means you must have something that you don't believe in yourself, because if you believe in it, you wouldn't feel threatened. That immediately to me shows me a sign of weakness.
See, I don't understand why. Well, let's say we don't know each other, and I don't understand why I can't go to a location where Jay and Jason investigate, and they got the Holy Grail. I mean, they got video of a little boy walking through a wall, waving, bouncing a ball down the hallway, all kinds of shit. I don't understand why I can't go to a place or work with them to see if I experience, like if I take a group out there, why can't we see if we get the same experience? And then and then you come together with that, instead of, well, I'm going to go there and I'm going to try to debunk so-and-so's evidence because I think it's bullshit. Way too much of that happens. Way too much.
It's because of that ego thing. Because here's what happens. Jay and I catch the Holy Grail, and we're the only ones, and we have it. Well, now you come in and get it. Well, now there's more than just one of us that has it. So now it becomes more of a competition of, well, mine's better than yours, instead of, hey, you caught it too? Holy shit, let's put our stuff together and we can show this. And
Exactly.
yeah,
It becomes a competition, right? But it's more like, man, I better hurry up and get mine submitted to the TV networks before they do. Or
That's it. Exactly. Hurry up, because my ghost story's fading away. Oh,
But I think of it the same way that Jason does, and what you just said. I want you to go capture because I want you to help validate that I'm not out of my freaking mind.
hell yeah.
yeah.
Because I would think YouTube be like, oh, hell yeah, this little goat nut from Wisconsin came down here and went there. And man, they got the same kind of video footage.
Right.
You know, holy shit, I need to get a hold of this guy.
Good night, son. Thanks for joining us.
Night, Evan.
Thanks for the intro, too, man. We still use it. I know you missed it because you was late.
But you know what I mean? Like,
what's up, Tesla?
You would think people would want that.
I do. Jason does. You do. But a lot of people don't.
Well, yeah.
But that's because they want that. They're the ones that's usually seeking to get to that other level. And that's the one thing that kills me about that. Like Jason was saying earlier, they want to get to that next level. It's to me, it's no different than at my job. When somebody like me, I've been here for 24 years. I've worked on the floor this entire time, and I get a chance to get promoted to offered a supervisory position. That person, everyone I've seen to have it happen, always gets that attitude that I'm bettering myself now. I've got a chance to better myself. What makes you better? You've now taken a cut and pay 9 times out of 10. And I said, well, no, I got a raise. No, because now you're on salary, so you're going to work 80 hours for 40 hours pay. So you just took a cut and pay. You have all this responsibilities. You have all this other shit. But yet you're still right here beside me doing a job, getting paid weekly, just like I do. By the same people that's still paying me. That title does not make you better. And that's what gets me. I agree with what you guys said earlier, though. That whole betterment thing. And that's the problem with it. Why does it always think I've been on TV, I'm better now? No, you're not. It didn't better you. It made you a jackass.
You just fit the profile they were looking for. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was my big thing was just because you were on for 30 seconds doesn't make you a better investigator than the next person. And you see it a lot where they're, hey, I was on this, so, oh, shit, you were on TV? Well, hell, you must be a professional.
Yeah.
Right place, right time. Or, so, and there's a lot of people, like Jay said earlier, there's a lot of people that have been on the TV and been on the shows that are true, genuine people, man, that would do anything in the world for you. Great people. And are just fantastic people. And I don't want that to be misconstrued with
and I love that.
What I'm trying to say. I guess the main topic for me is it just doesn't make you a better investigator then.
Damn, David. See, I know how this is going to sound bad at first, but I hate when people try to show me photos and then want my opinion. First of all, I don't know the conditions or what you used. My opinion is your evidence is only as good as you want to think it is because you were there, not me. I mean, yeah, it may be a cool photo, but the skeptic in me is going to try to explain it as I expect others to do the captures. Absolutely. But see, that comes down to what Jason was saying earlier about egos. You don't have that ego. I ask you your opinion. I want your opinion, whether it agrees with mine or not, because that's how I learn. That's how I progress. That's how I become a better. And I know now, well, why would you say that? Because, well, this is John Tincher. I didn't know nothing about painting with lights when I first got involved with this. He's a photographer. And I had these cool little streaks and stuff. And I didn't put them out there as evidence because I didn't know what they were. He's like, oh, dude, you had these shutters open for a long time in your camera and you moved it before it closed and it caused what's called painting. I'm like, do what? And then he showed me, he took a picture and he had Brian Hensley run down the hallway swinging flashlights. And when it closed, it had big long streaks up and down the hallway of lights. I'm like, cool. Now
those are called paranormal snakes.
Yeah, but I didn't know what it was.
See, and I
put it out.
What I don't like is, and we've all had it, people come up and ask you that, and you look at it, and you tell them what you obviously you ask some questions, but you say, okay, well, I just got one the other day asking about an orb in this video. And you tell them your opinion on it. And if it doesn't match the ghost catching or whatever, then it's, well, I just think that it's this. And I think, then why would you ask me? You want me to validate the fact that you have Satan walking through your living room. And I'm telling you, I don't think that's what it is. It could be this or this. And then they look right at you and go, well, yeah, but it's Satan.
And then they move on to the next table.
Yeah, it's like, okay, then it's Satan. Have fun with Satan. I don't know what to. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm
When
not
you
here
know
to
it.
make you. I'm not here to make you a believer. You
When you
asked me.
know, when you've been in a location countless times, you know every noise of the place, and you show people how a door closing sounds different, and it sounds like this because it happens every once in a while. People catch it all the time. You know, it's where the cylinder just bleeds off and then it closes and it bounces a little bit. And they capture that and you go, "That's that door." No, that's not. It's not that door. Yeah, it is. It's the door that I showed you. No. It's different. My door sounds different than that door sound. Did you catch it beside that door? Yeah. Had anybody been through that door? Yeah, but we made sure it was closed. No, it was that door. No, mine's different. Okay, yours is different.
And that's when you just say, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess, like David was saying, you were there, I wasn't. I'm trying to
Yep.
go off of what you're showing me, and I'm telling you that I've basically seen this 1,000 times. Like you were talking with the lights, I've seen it 1,000 times. This is, oh no, it was definitely three fairies that went through there, and we caught that. And okay, then you
Where
got
the-
fairies. I don't.
Where were the three of us at together? Stop.
Whoa.
Stop that.
The last time was at Collingwood Art Center.
See, and that's the thing is, I don't think, like, people don't want to. I'm not gonna say people. A lot of people. Let's just say that, because I'm not gonna
Don't say
say
people.
everybody. Huh?
You said I'm not going to say people. Then
Well,
you said I say a lot of people.
Just people.
He said,
Quit
said,
trying
I'm
to
not-
correct.
I'm
Quit
not
trying to
gonna-
correct me, Boonhauer.
I'm disembodied Americans.
he said, I'm not going to say people. I'm going to say a whole lot of people.
Yeah. But anyways, there's a lot of people, like you were saying, Jason, that don't want, like, they believe what they have captured, right? Photo, video, whatever. They don't want, like, they want as many people to sit there and say, yeah, you know what, that is Satan walking through your living room. Because now when they go wherever else they go with that photo, Jason Arthur told me that he believes it.
Yeah. And David, you were saying that's why you stopped doing residents. That I can tell you, I stopped doing them because it slowly turned into
A dog and pony show.
people wanting to see a live episode of fucking ghost hunters in their living room. So you get there and they've got mom and dad and aunts and uncles and fucking
Yep.
cousins, and you got 20 people in this fucking living room that you told, hey, look, we need minimal amount of people, in the house. We, in order to try to get decent evidence. And you get there and there's fucking, you can't even get in the driveway because there's so many cars out front. It's like, what the fuck?
You walk
now
in.
I've-
You walk in there like, well, where's the film crew?
Right.
We seriously one time went to a place and they had snacks. They had little
Ooh.
hot pots on the counter and everything. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
And it's-
I'm leaving. And
You drive 2.5, 3.5 hours. You're away from your family. You're not, I mean, unless you're professional and you're getting paid for it. I never got paid for one. Well, we didn't charge for any either, but that's a whole nother motherfucker.
yeah, that's
And
what?
you're trying to honestly go and help this family who you've sat with and thought needed your help. And at the end of the day, they just wanted to see how everything works and see a live episode in their living room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have time. This weekend coming up, I'm going to sit with somebody who's reached out. Will be the first time I've sat down to try to help a family in a long, long time. And I'm only doing it to help out some other people. I lost interest in it because it didn't seem like people were wanting to help. It was more
That
like,
happens all the time, David.
we just want to see how it all works and have you basically come in and perform for me. I don't have time to do that shit, man. I really don't.
And that right there happens all the time too. You don't give them what they want. They turn around, call in another team, and they tell them how shitty a job you did. And 9 times out of 10, they have no freaking idea what they're talking about. So their rendition of what you did makes you look stupid, even though they're the ones that has no idea what they're talking about. And it's just not worth it.
Well, our house is off the hook. I don't know why they spent 6 hours here and didn't get nothing.
Right.
On
I
the way,
stopped.
John.
I
On the
stopped
way,
doing.
John.
I stopped doing private residence because, you know what? How can I help somebody? How can I whatever? And this is just my thought on it. How can I help someone or help explain what's going on in their home when I don't even fucking have the answers?
But
I
see,
don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
But see,
I'm
that's
out there. What?
John, yes. I'm before you guys answer, yes.
I already
If
said
you
yes.
got Jameson and Woodford,
Whoa,
absolutely.
JMO?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come investigate that in a
I'll be
heartbeat.
your film crew.
I hope it's in your barn, so we can just sit there in the barn with that nice wood stove burning and stuff, and just you play. We'll investigate the Jameson and the Woodford.
Make
But
sure
yeah,
you get the stuff to put on the side of your car so that everybody knows who you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When you pull up with all of our cameras, Joe.
Yep. All right.
Well,
I got it.
When I stopped, well, I never. We still will help like Jason. I can't say we stopped doing residential. We just haven't done it in a long time. But one of my things is that I never interacted with the client. I did not speak to them. I did not present evidence to them. I did not want to hear their claims. I want Tracy and them go in there, do their whole little walkthrough and all that shit. I want to go in and set with the equipment because I'm the equipment guy then. And I set the equipment up. I deal with, okay, we have claims here. Then tell me what kind of claims, because I didn't want to be tainted. I didn't want to think that I'm looking for. I want to see what, okay, I heard this sound. Now I want to go find out what this sound is. I didn't have to say, well, that's the sound they always say they hear all the time. And they said that's their best friend, Bob. I don't want to have that.
Hi, Bob. You want to talk to us,
especially when involved kids, because I know me. If you're going to hurt a child, I'm going to get protective. Any parent or adult should get protective of a child. So now, therefore, I am now tainted. I am now slanted because I'm very biased on what I'm doing because I think I'm there to protect. So therefore, anything is a threat. So I would never, ever, ever communicate with them. I didn't want to talk to them. Don't want to be around them. When they're there, I focus on what I'm doing. I don't say shit. Didn't lead any sessions. Didn't ask any questions. Do my job. Review my evidence. Turn over my findings. Walk away. I just didn't want that personal interaction. Period.
Yeah.
I don't do it because I don't like people.
You don't do it because
And Steve, when I used to do it, I would start with the client and end with the client and even follow up with the client. I took the residentials with the people that actually wanted help. I did it from start to finish.
The Ghost Hunter Union. The Paranormal / Ghost Hunters Union.
Shh, don't give anyone any ideas.
Oh, no, we already got it now.
Shit.
Come on, dude. That's going to be funny. He ain't got it.
Yeah.
Patented. We can steal that son of a bitch. We just don't even know we're going to do it.
And he's going to have to be included because, I mean,
I see a spoofy video coming.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a skit for a union one right there.
Who's going to play Jimmy Hoffa?
Right. Well, he can play it himself. We'll talk to him and channel him.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay.
Yep. He'll be there.
We're taking 10%. Well, 10% of nothing, still nothing, right?
That's right.
I mean, I don't know this new math. This Common Core shit fucked me all up.
Nothing from nothing. Leave nothing.
Oh, let's go back with Common Core. Cool. I didn't know because they changed all this new math bullshit.
What was the comment before that? The Reiki Master one. Candace.
She said, "I'm a Reiki practitioner, so I have a tendency of being a listener. Attendance. I can't even talk. I have gone to resident homes just to even listen, like you're going to do with this one coming up. You're pretty much just going to listen to the interject if you need to. So, and I learned real quick that energy and Reiki and all that stuff that really comes in handy investigating sometimes. That brings a different level to it when you're looking at it from that. I know Joe just went off. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you that energy work and things like
I used to
that.
say the same thing till you got around some of these fucking energy workers.
Yeah. See, I don't have enough experience with it.
It blows my mind, and because I've definitely called it out. I've definitely was the one that said, "Come on," until I stood in the middle of some people doing some energy work, and
You and Teresa would talk about it. You and Teresa would talk about it, and it was so funny because Jason's so desperately not wanting to offend her, and it was like, Teresa, look, I love you like a sister. He's like, I know. She goes, but come on, really? He's trying her best not to hurt her feelings, but it's like, just say what you got to say. But no, you're going to get mad. She goes, no. Oh, come on. Really? She goes, yeah, really? This is funnier than hell.
I've seen people push energy from 5-6 feet away and push energy towards equipment and have equipment go off on command with nothing else happening. I thought it was my reading. I'm telling you, it's still. I have a lot of questions with the whole psychic mediumship. I have a lot of questions, and my questions, like we've talked about, I'm not trying to be offensive or downplay the gifts that you have or what you can do, but I seriously, legitly have some serious fucking questions about it. But I don't want it to come off like I'm trying to be an asshole about it. I'm very intrigued with energy work and how all that stuff works and how psychic mediums operate and that whole aspect of it. I think it's amazing. Honestly, I do.
I've tried to work with some, and it's hard for me. So
it comes down to anything else within this field. It's all about who you trust. If you trust that person, that they're not going to be just trying to bullshit you and trying to pull something over you like you think they're pulling everybody else. And it doesn't matter whether it comes to the energy work or whether it comes to just being an investigator. It is a trust thing. And that's where it gets back to what Jason says all the time about surrounding yourself with good people. I'm very picky about who I put myself in contact with investigating more because I handle myself different when I'm investigating with other people. When I'm investigating with you two, I can be more myself, more relaxed because I tend to push the envelope on things and push everything. So do you guys. But when I investigate with Teresa and Tina and some of them and the rest of the Paranormal Mysteries or anything else and some other teams even, I investigate a lot more reserved of my style because I don't want to make them look bad because my style can sometimes be considered confrontational. I don't ever actually call out the screen like, yeah, you better ask me, you son of a bitch. I mean, I don't provoke, but it can be confrontational because I push those questions. And like with the SOS, me and Jason put it through the test and he got a hold of the gentleman and said, hey, look, this is what's going on. I got one. We're going to see what it could do and what we can find as false positives and stuff like that. And we did. We put it to anything, even in wet environments or anything else. So, but that's who I am. And I can't help it. It's not just my style investigating. It's my life. I push everything. Yeah. You can't do that. Why can't I?
Well, see, you get two styles with me. It's the style when we're all together, or if we're helping on an event and people paid to investigate and we're there, helping along. Because to me, that investigation isn't about me or what I'm going to experience. I'm there to help others try to do different things. So that's more of, you want to use this equipment. Here's the equipment. Here's what it does. Take it and I'll follow you and you do what you want to do. I'm here to try to help you as much as I possibly can on this. It's not about me. Now, when we're not doing that kind of stuff and we're investigating, then I'm a completely different investigator. I like we've said, and we've investigated all together before. I push the limits, not disrespectful about it. I'm not, arrogant or anything else about it, but we're going to push the limits. We're going to,
but we do it in a way that like both of you, all three of us have said it several times. I'm not there when I'm investigating with that way. I'm not there for kind to capture any evidence to help validate anybody's thoughts of their home or the location that we're in. I'm not trying to capture any evidence for what we're filming with the Paranormal Mystery Project and stuff, anything like that. I am strictly at that time. I am there for the experience. It is very personal to me. I want to experience this. I want to have this happen to me. I want to understand it. I want to know what it feels like. I want to know everything about that I can possibly have happen. That's why I say things like, you can hit me, kick me, push me, scratch me, channel through me, possess me to communicate whatever you need to do to get that communication out there. I want to understand you. I want to feel your feelings, your thoughts, whatever I can. If they can truly come into me and say, okay, I'm going to talk through you, do it. Do it. I dare you.
And you know what, man, I'm the same way because I am a big non-believer. But it has my interest. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, well, how can you be so skeptical? And very easy. Like I can. I mean, I am very skeptical, but the whole field, like the whole idea of it, man, I'm intrigued with it big time. But I didn't get into this field to help people. No, I did it for myself. And not in a selfish way, but I did it because I want my questions answered. How can I go and help Jason or Jay in their home and explain to them what's going on and how they can get rid of it and do this and do that when I don't even know myself? And that's just my take on it.
I agree 1,000% with that. But see,
that's one of the reasons why I don't like to do residentials, because no matter what happens, I mean, a ghost can come and kick me right in the nuts. I'm still not going to have the answers that you want. I don't know who it was unless they have a name tag, like they work at Walmart or some shit. I'm not going to know why they're there other than because they wanted to kick me in the nuts. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to tell you how to make them go away because I don't believe in that part of it either. So, I mean, what questions do you want answered? Because when I get the answers, I'll let you know.
Well, it's like you hit on the topic there with me also with going to residentials. I used to get people pissed at me all the time. I'm like, well, why do you do residentials? Why do you not like doing residentials? I said, well, my first question is, have you ever investigated your own home? Like, well, no, you never investigate your own home. And at that time, Teresa and I lived in Post Town, so we investigate our own home all the freaking time. So, but I always say, so you're telling me that you won't investigate your own home, and why not? But well, what if you get something stirred up at your own home? You got to live there, asshole. They got to live where you're going,
right?
Or if you get stirred up there, it's okay. Leave something stirred up at their house and walk the hell out and go home to your nice little safe place home. But you can't stir it up at your house. If I can't investigate my own, I'm not going to go investigate yours. Why would I step my foot in your house and kick the hornet's nest if I'm too big of a chicken shit to kick my own hornet's nest? I got to deal with my own issues first. Now that's just always the way I've been about it, and that gets a lot of people pissed at me when I say that. But I still firmly believe that if you're too afraid to deal with your own demons, why are you going to come over to my house and deal with my demons? Deal with yours. If you can't handle yours,
why does it got to be? Why does it got to be a demon? See, no, it's always dark. It's always demonic.
I picked that just because I knew it would get the shit.
Somebody call Zach. Oh,
right. Because the demon eyes were, that's the best evidence that I've ever seen him put out there from Ashmore Estates was those demon eyes there at the end of the hallway.
Demon eyes were cool.
Yeah.
I love the song to it,
and I agree with David. Like they're awesome. They're awesome stories. I hope they're all true, but I want to experience that also.
But I will still. But he can say that. I got train here, dude.
Oh, that's you. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't have any trains around my house.
Coming through the back door, Joe. You want to see it, motherfucker? Here we go.
And every one of us can say that. What David just said, we all agree with that because we are exactly that way. We want to see it. Not that I don't think that it can't exist, but I understand the probability. I understand the possibility. But now I have to see the reality of it.
I think it's awesome. Like, I think the whole idea of all of it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
and trust me, you got to really watch when you go into. Have you really stepped into the cryptic world that much, Joe?
No.
I'm telling you, when you do, it's just as bad as the paranormal world.
Oh, bring it. You know what, dude?
There are guidelines that you can't, because when I got involved with it and Story stepped into it when I was working with the North American Dogman Project, we got talking about some Bigfoot and all that stuff. And I brought out another possible theory. And I was just an asshole. Oh my God. They were like, you can't, you're just making fun of it. You're making a mockery of it. I'm like, dude, I heard all this in the paranormal. What the fuck?
I do that.
But but my thing is what they're all like it's interdimensional traveler. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Okay, every culture in this country or around this world, somewhere in cave drawings, have figurines of large bipedal hairy creatures like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Every culture, from the beginning of time, cave drawings, all the way back to cave drawings. So what if it's actually a part of like not an actual true dimension, but another part of our realm that we just can't see them, kind of like and I said like maybe the Fae folk and things like that, with all this legends, lores. Every culture has stories about those kind of people and those kind of creatures. Like, oh, you're just trying to turn into some old fairy tale. I'm like, no, I'm not. You're not listening to me. What if it truly is a creature that is a physical form, but we're out of contact with it because we're so fucking destructive? Look at the end of the movie Harry and the Hendersons. When he let him loose, one stood up, the wife stood up, and the little kid stood up, and they were right there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we would see him then. I'm like, dude, when we make a ghillie suit, if you make a proper ghillie suit, I can within 4 or 5 feet of you not see you.
Yeah.
So that's us imitating nature. So you're telling me if we can imitate nature, nature can't do it itself? That's just arrogance. That's just freaking arrogance right there.
Well, we are arrogant. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it just pissed him off.
I would love, and this sounds weird coming from a little skeptic like me, I love the whole thought of Bigfoot. I do. Like, I would love to be around the right people and learn more about that side of paranormal.
I can tell you a person not to be around.
I already know
I'm
that.
pretty
person.
sure, Joe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you've had your picture taken with one. So, I mean, you've gotten close.
I want to get closer. I want to know what love is.
He'll show you.
Bodine will show you. Bodine will show you.
It's just I want to get more involved with the cryptid. I want to get more involved with urban legends, and maybe eventually get into more of the ufology. That's something I'm kind of. I'm not saying that it can't be out there. I say of all the things that's the highest probability would be probably an alien, because it's arrogant of us with all these other galaxies and all these other planets to think that we're the only thing that has intelligent life anywhere. Bullshit.
Right. Well, and you were talking about cave drawings and everything. If I might be speaking out of my ass, but I think those are also prevalent in different cave drawings and things like that, where spaceships and shit like that.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, pyramids and things, and how those were built. That kind of shit amazes me.
Yeah. I'm big time into the cryptids and urban legends right now.
All right, Nick. Hey, we're pretty close. Let's get together and do something. Like, I really do want to learn more. So.
It's like anything else, man.
Don't ask questions. Yeah. Just don't ask questions, because then if you start asking questions, then you're just making a mockery of things. And
hey, I have a shirt that says it, so I don't give a fuck.
Don't give them alternate possibilities.
Right.
First,
it's this way.
Just like when Bo Demon did that little video when he was laughing and making fun about tree knocks and throwing rocks and shit. Remember that, Jason?
Yeah.
He started knocking on that tree and just started cracking up, thinking that people really thought that was them. I mean, it's just, I gotta find that video. We need to repost that on Bo. By the way, anybody, if you guys haven't went there yet, Facebook has a Bo Demon the Bigfoots. He has his own page on Facebook now. If you haven't went over and followed along with it, and you haven't went and liked it, get your ass over there and do it now. Now. Okay, wait till the show's over, then go.
Now.
Metal monolith. That was
someone else mentioned that in the comments earlier.
Yeah, Devin.
I didn't see anything about that before. So
yeah, big square thing that just popped up. Nobody knows where it came from.
Huh.
Great road. So let's get something going.
Fucking let's do it.
Yeah, I got to get my ass out there with you guys. I got to. And I'm going to swing by and pick Jason up on the way by.
I think you guys should come up. You know what? I think it would be a
Yep, there it is.
I think it would be an awesome opportunity to interview some people.
Everybody's out camping and the rocks are getting thrown and everything else. Here you go. He's a jokester. He's a jokester. That's funny.
Oh man, look at that split screen. I don't like that at all. So yeah, hell yeah. Man.
I'd like to head out Nick's way too and see what's out there. I mean, other than COVID. But yeah.
Hell yeah, Nick will do it. We'll do it. Metal Monolith from 2001 Space Odyssey.
Let's all be rebels and travel outside of our states.
I've been doing it. I'm going to keep doing it.
Right?
Yeah, we know.
I don't advertise it though until I'm already there and damn near back again.
Oh, fuck, I'll advertise. I don't give a shit.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
So, Well, with that said, though, we are going to wrap it up a little bit early tonight. We're trying to cut the show back to not drag it on for an hour and a half, 2 hours like that. Keep you guys way too long up and also getting bored with my babbling. So we got about, oh, shit. Next Tuesday's got to be the good show.
Next Tuesday, we'll talk about the insurance and problems with insurance and all that.
Absolutely. And
then we're also, we'll also have some Culinary with Couto.
Oh, yeah.
Culinary with Couto is going to be interesting. Culinary with Couto, we have to make a taco, which now we've decided, since it's Taco Tuesday, Tuesdays are Taco Tuesday, we have to make a taco, which I think it's going to be more of a burrito. It's going to be awful big to be a taco.
Yeah, it'll have to be a burrito.
But with that said, what we're going to do is we have to put a little bit of everything we have at our Thanksgiving dinner in one big taco burrito. And
I might have to alter mine a little because
no,
dude, I'm Italian. I make pasta too. So.
Even the dessert has dessert. Chris is making cherry cheesecake, and I know she'll have deviled eggs. So I know 2 things is going to be in there: homemade cherry cheesecake and deviled eggs will be in my burrito.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that doesn't include the smoked turkey and everything else, and we'll smoke out on the smoker and shit with a nice Cajun seasoning to it, homemade. Yeah. Yeah, a little.
I'm gonna have turkey and stuffing and pasta and
a little bit of everything you have for Thanksgiving dinner has to go inside your burrito.
Even the dessert, though.
Even the dessert.
Oh.
And it can't be in little portions either. It's got to be in the burrito.
Yep. Wrap it up and eat it.
Oh no, I guess you could do it from one end to the other. We start out with the appetizer, get the entree, but I think it should all be in there from one end to the other end.
Yeah, from the rooter to the tutor.
Absolutely. So don't miss next week's Culinary with Couto for sure on Stirring the Pot. We will be doing the Thanksgiving leftover burrito. It's going to be a taco, but it's going to be too damn big to be a taco.
Well, you got to put a post out about that. Like, I put it out tonight. Start getting it going.
But yeah, it will be the Culinary with Couto will be the Thanksgiving leftover burrito challenge.
Oh, yep.
Everything that you have, a little bit of everything. So that means you got to save some. Now you got to remember, this is going to go from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 6 days, 5 to 6 days of these leftovers. You're already going to be sick of eating them as leftovers anyway, but now you have to have just one more bite of every bit of them and a burrito.
On close to the day when they're going to be fucking rotten and nasty.
Yeah.
Especially the deviled eggs. They're going to be more like rubbered eggs.
Yep. Yummy.
That white on that white egg part of that's going to be so rubbery and chewy. It's going to be like it was in the fireball.
Masounds like Shadow Khan all over again.
Yep, exactly.
Thank God Jenny's not making deviled eggs.
Teresa is. She's making potato salad too.
Hey Joe, thankfully I've talked to Teresa already, and she's going to have just a little dab of Marmite on the Thanksgiving table. So that means that Jay's going to have a little Marmite.
I was just talking to Jenny tonight. We decided this year we weren't going to do the traditional Thanksgiving thing. That since it's Tuesday, we're just going to do tacos.
You big sissy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't fly.
You guys go tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Mountain, GMT. What the hell is that? What the hell is GMT time? Oh, that's in England, isn't it? The Paranormal Files with Nick. There you guys go. Tune in. You guys go check out his show.
Get it, Nick?
Absolutely.
But with that said, I want to say goodnight. Y'all have a good one. Joe, Jason, I'll let you say your goodbyes and we'll get the hell out of here.
Joe?
No. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in this week. You guys are awesome. And again, we do this for you guys. So have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like these guys said, you guys rock. It was a good show. It was fun. Different topic tonight. It'll be a different topic next Tuesday. Share, let everybody know that we're going to eat a big, nasty ass burrito. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Make sure you do it with your family, friends, all that, and actually have a nice quiet day with your. Do you know that they put some shit out that says you're not supposed to play loud music? I don't know if this was fake or not, but it said on the news you're not supposed to have a gathering of more than like 20 people You're not supposed to do that. They'll limit your drinking and limit your sound and party.
Okay.
So get drunk, have a shitload of people.
And just crank the music up.
That's right.
Hell
You guys have a great night.
Y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
Night, guys.
Week.